So the study Bible said that verses 1 and 2 is a future, like a future confession of a future repentant generation. However, when I read it, what I understood was that after God's tell them this to the people, then they responded with something like a repentant wording, that he has torn us, he will heal us, but that he will revive us after 2 days and raise us up on the third day. So I was thinking, wow, even in the Old Testament, they already know of such a thing, that there will be a resurrection on the third day, similar to what Jesus experienced. So in their culture, somehow they knew about it. And so I thought that it was that generation speaking. However, they said, let's learn to press to know the Lord. His appearance is sure as dawn. He will come to us like the rain, the spring water the earth. But then when they say this, then God responds to that, saying, what shall I do with you, Ephraim? And what shall I do with you, Judah? Your loyalty is like the morning cloud. So they might say, oh, let's return to him. But then it doesn't last long. And then like the dew which goes away early. So even though they say this, God is still going to judge them. He will cut them in pieces by the prophets, slay them by the sword of words of his mouth. And he said he desired loyalty. He doesn't want their sacrifices. He wants them to be loyal to him. He wants them to know God rather than burn offerings to God. But they, like Adam, so we know Adam, they violated the covenant with God. They have dealt treacherously with God. And so the priests like committed an act of infamy. They murdered on the way to Shechem. And in the house of Israel, God seen a horrible thing about Ephraim's infidelity, and Israel defiled itself, and Judah is follow suit. But he will restore the fortune of his people. So that's what I understood when I first read it. Like they say, when they hear the punishment, judgment, then they're like, oh, let's return to the Lord. He is sure to revive us. But then God is saying, you say that, but you don't mean it. Your loyalty is just not dependable. And like Adam, they've dealt treacherously with God. So I don't really agree with the study Bible in this instance. I think that's reading too much into the text. There's nothing in the text that would say that this is prophetic or of a future generation. I don't agree with that. So that's what I learned and my thoughts from today's reading.